Hi Gandhi class, welcome to your first design technology lesson this week. And our learning objective for this lesson is, can I use everything I've learned so far to come up with my final design for my invention? So today we're going to be creating our final design. Let's see what Dr. George Scott has to say to us about this. So it's time to draw your final design. Now this can be a completely different design to your first two. It could be a mix of both of your designs, or it could be the exact same as one of your previous designs, but maybe with a couple of tweaks. You must label your final design. And I'm going to quickly show you how to do this. So here we have my two designs that I have drawn. Now this one is the same design as I showed you last week, and this one is a different design. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to take the best bits of both to put them in a final design. So on another piece of paper, you need to give it the heading of what it is and final design, and then draw out a box. And I'm going to draw out a box that is 12 centimeters by 12 centimeters. Okay. Now I'm looking at my designs, and I've got this design, which is 190 centimeters by 135 centimeters, and this one, which is 200 centimeters by 180. Now I quite like this one because I like how big it is. So I'm going to make my massaging mattress this size. So let's draw it out. Okay, and then we need to put the measurements on. So from that way to that way, it is 200 centimeters. And from that way to that way, it is 180 centimeters. Okay, so I've taken the size from this design and put it into here. Now, the next thing I'm going to take is I quite like the buttons instead of the crisscross pattern that I've got here. So I'm going to take those buttons as well and put them in to my final design. And then I need to make sure that I label it as well. Okay, let's have a look. So both of my designs have a layer of foam for comfort underneath the top bit. So I'm going to put that in as well. So there is my layer of foam, and I'm going to label that. Okay. Now, looking at these designs, I think that I prefer the rolling plastic roller design rather than this design. Now, this design here uses water to massage the person who uses the mattress, and it's made out of a waterproof layer to keep all the water in just in case anything goes wrong. But I personally think that using the rollers would be a safer option, so I'm going to put these in to my final design. So I've got a plastic frame here and a plastic frame here. So I need to label that in. Plastic frame. And then I need to put the electric motor and the plastic rollers on as well. Okay, and then I need to make sure that I label that too. So electric motor, and then plastic roller. Right, so I've also got a cover over the top. So here I've got cotton, Here I've got a cotton layer on top of the waterproof layer. Because I haven't got any water in this design, I'm just going to stick with a soft cotton cover. So then I just need to label that on. Soft cotton cover. Now I'm just going to check to see if there's anything else that I'd like to add. Nothing else from this one. I've taken everything I like from this one. So I think that that is my final design, and that is what I'm happy with. So I was showing you there how to take different elements from each design to put it into one. Now, when it comes to making your final design, you may think, oh, actually, do you know what? I like my first design. I'm going to redraw that. You may think that the design that you do choose from one of these two may need a couple of tweaks, or you may think, actually, do you know what? I'm going to make a completely different design. I don't like either of them, so I'm going to have a go at creating a final design. So I hope that has helped you with how to create your final design using two other designs. Let's go back to our notebook. So just some tips and tricks for when you create your final design. Please make sure that you take your time when designing. You need to think about what you're going to draw before you draw it. Now, this is because if you draw it and then you think, oh, I've made a mistake, and then you keep doing that, it might make your invention a little bit unclear to see, which is why we think about it before we draw it. You need to make sure that it is clear and easy to see. So don't pack it in with lots of different things. Make sure each part is clear and I can read it easily. Then make sure you label it with the materials that you want to use. You need to see where you are going to be putting each different material and what it's going to be for. And if you want to colour it in, you are more than welcome to. But again, please take care, because if you colour too hard or out of the lines, then it may make your design a little bit unclear to see. So, your task. On a piece of paper, I want you to draw out your final design. You must label it and you are able to colour it in if you would like to. Please put final design and the name of your invention as your heading, as you just saw from my drawing. And please also make sure you upload your work to Tapestry. I'll see you next time, Gandhi class. Bye.